Welcome everyone, my name is Francia. Today we're going to practice our gentle vinyasa. So just as always, remember to go with the flow, allow your body to move easily and slowly. Anything I suggest that doesn't fit right for you, feel free to not do. Now today we have a nice warm day and there's a little bit of bugs around us. So give a moment to take in the environment, the grass, the bugs, the air, the breeze. So let's allow the eyes to close for a moment, relax the shoulders. Sit however it's comfortable for you, whether that's cross-legged or legs extended, or even onto your shins. Whatever you need to sit like is fine. As you draw the breath in, soften the shoulders and soften the jaw. And as you release the air, try to relax the back muscles, but keep them upright. So no rounding and no hunching and no extending, overextending into a back bend. Again, deep breath in, soften shoulders and jaw, draw in through the lower belly. Exhale, keep the lower belly drawn in, relax the back muscles and relax the abdomen. One more deep breath like that. And with the next inhale, we'll bring our palms to prayer. Once more, we soften the shoulders, soften the jaw, take a swallow, let the tongue go limp in the back of the throat. And we'll open the sacred space of our practice today with the sound Om. Inhale to begin. Exhaling, we release the hands back down to the lap or onto your shins or wherever they feel comfortable. Adjust your seated posture if you need to and try to find a place of stillness within, grounding through the sits bones, the parts of your body making contact with the earth. As you allow the top of your head to rise sky upward, feel that length in the spine, separating each vertebrae. Keep the shoulders soft and come into a resonant breath. Resonant breath basically means that you're breathing with sound. So you should be able to hear your inhale moving in. Pause at the top of the breath and then you hear your exhale moving out. Pause at the end of the exhale. And again. And out. Continue like this for a few more rounds. I'm trying to remain focused with your movement of breath. Whatever other thoughts come into the mind, just acknowledge them, but don't bring too much focus to them. Keep the focus and awareness on the breathing. Notice as the body expands and releases with each cycle of breath. One more nice slow exhale. And the last round, breath in, breath out. From here, we'll bring the chin down towards the chest And just take a few rounds of your normal, whatever way you need to breathe. As the chin comes down towards the chest, relax the shoulders. And we're going to attempt to try to use that breath throughout our practice today. Inhale, blink the eyes open, bring awareness into the space, lift the chin up. Inhale again, arms come up to extend, reach out towards the sky, reach the palms together, try to keep the arms straight, extend out of your front body, and then exhale, hands to prayer. Good, again, inhale, same breath. Exhale. One more time. Exhale. Good, guys. Inhale, let's release one arm down, doesn't matter which one. Other arm comes up towards the sky as you extend through your fingertips. Bend into your supporting arm and find a little side bend as you exhale into the movement. Relax your top shoulder. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Then we'll do the other side. So find the length and lift through the side body. Softly bend into your supporting arm, bringing the elbow down, and then take it up and over, finding your stretch. Reaching the fingertips up and over, press the left knee and hip down. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale, arms up and extend. Exhale, take a gentle twist. Moving with our breath now. That's what traditional vinyasa means. Looking back over back shoulder. Inhale, arms up and lengthen. Exhale, take a twist to the other side, rotating the torso. Inhale, back to straight, and then we'll do the side bends again. Exhale, one arm down. Inhale, up and extend. Exhale, take it over. Inhale to come up. Both arms lift, look up. Exhale, arm down. Inhale to extend. Exhale, take it over. Inhale, back to center. Both arms up. Gazing sky upward. Lift the chest. Exhale, rotate and twist. Doesn't matter which direction, just turn. Inhale, back up, arms up. Exhale, take it the other way. Keep the belly drawn in as you rotate the body. Inhale, up to center. And exhale, hands to prayer. Good. Let's switch the direction of our feet. So whatever foot is in front, place it behind. And then let's take a forward fold. So hands in front, lift through the spine, and then start to walk your arms forward, reaching forward. Now, if you have really tight hips and a tight lower back, you may not be able to go very much forward. You can always stay upright, just lifting through the rib cage and chest. Otherwise, allow yourself to extend forward, kind of reaching your fingertips as far away from you as you can. If your hands do touch the grass, just allow the earth to send all of those healing energies and nice healing powers of our planet to come through the palms of your hands as you extend to the top of the head. Keep the belly drawn in. See if you can sink into the pose a little bit more. Inhale again to create space in the spine, shoulders back and down. Exhale deeply. And then inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale there, walk the hands back in, come back to center. All right, let's come to kneeling position. And we'll continue on here with our next vinyasa, our next guided movement with breath. As we find ourselves in kneeling, knees are hip width, hands are shoulder width, fingers wide apart. So you want to have nice open fingers. From here, let's take cat and cow. Inhale to move into cow, shoulders back, lift the tailbone. Exhale to curl into cat. Tailbone tucks under, middle spine rises, chin towards chest. Again, inhale. Open up the front body. Exhale. Open up the back body. So moving from one to the other. Go at your own pace here. Do it a little quicker, a little slower. Just move with your own movement of breath. Maybe 2 or 3 more if you have it in you. Be sure to press strongly through the fingers. Keep the tops of the feet grounded. Last one. Shoulders move away as you lift the heart space, tailbone up. Exhale, curl it under, just warming up the body here, coming to a flat back now. We're going to tuck the toes under and just lift the knees off the floor. Hover here with the knees slightly lifted. Notice what it feels like to put a little bit of weight. Good morning, come on in. Put a little bit of weight on your fingers. So you want to make sure that your fingers are nice and engaged. Your hips aren't pushing. He's a yogi, relax. Your fingers are not pushing, or your knees are not way up in the sky, but you're slightly lifting, so you're almost hovering over your mat. If you need to come down, but give yourself the opportunity to stay one more breath. Inhale here, gauge into the core, shoulders move away from the ears. Exhale, now let's press back to down dog, keep the knees deeply bent. So imagine you're bringing your rib cage towards your thighs. And then once you've gone as far as you can go, let the head relax and let the shoulders separate. See, there's this idea of moving the shoulder blades apart from each other. And as long as you press the rib cage towards the knees, you should feel that elongation in the spine. Feel this in your spine first before you feel it in your legs. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's go ahead and start pedaling out the legs. Let's press one heel down towards the earth. Bend that knee and then press the other heel down. So we're just kind of swapping, straightening the legs one from the other. Maybe the hips start to move a little bit side to side. Feeling a little bit of rocking happening here. Keep pressing the tailbone up and back. And then exhale, find a nice center. So both heels reach to the earth. And this is our traditional downward facing dog. It may feel really difficult for you today. You may feel like your body doesn't have the strength or energy. You can always take balasana or child's pose. But see if you can be here just one more breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Bring the knees down and we'll all take balasana together. Big toes touching knees together. Hips sink to the heels and then walk the arms forward. Maybe your forehead can rest on the mat. Maybe not. Maybe it needs to kind of hang up over the head. Relax the shoulders. Keep extending the body, creating a sense of lift and space. With the knees together, you should feel this more in your lower back, but maybe you feel it also in your ankles or your shins. Sorry, Andrew, we're, relax. Siéntate. See, this is why you're a bad dog. So you want to kind of process the pose as you're breathing through it. Where is the tightness in your body and what can you do to soften it? Can you soften the shoulders? Are you feeling tightness in your hands? Is there areas that you're feeling tightness that is not necessary to hold tightness there? Take a couple more breaths and then we'll move on. Easy breathing. That same breath that we practiced at first, resonating breath. And then with the next inhale, slowly come back up to center. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Separate your knees, hip width apart. Tuck the toes under. Again, inhale, pick the knees up. Exhale, move your weight back towards the heels. Inhale, elevate the hips and press the heels down. Relax the head. 1, 2, soften the shoulders, let them separate. 3, hollow out the lower belly. 4, think about the pelvic floor being empty as you reach in through that area of your lower abdomen. 5, inhale, look forward. This time we're going to walk our feet forward to the top of our mat. Bring our toes and heels together. Place the fingertips on the floor or on your shins or even on your thighs if you need to. But try to lengthen your torso and lengthen your legs. If you have a really hard time with this, you can always soften the knees. Create space, like you want to reach out of your tailbone through the top of your head. Again, hollow out the lower belly. So don't keep the lower belly soft, but instead create a nice connection there with the pelvic floor. And then exhale, let's all fold. You may not be able to touch the floor or reach the floor, so maybe you can hold on to your opposite elbows. But if possible, palms down next to your feet and forehead towards your shins. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Belly draws in. Inhale, slowly curl yourself up to standing. Let your arms hang. Press through the feet and toes. Stack your knees over your ankles, hips over your knees, shoulders over your hips, head over your shoulders. Mountain pose. Stay here for a moment, gazing down through the tip of the nose. Maybe you started to work up a little bit of sweat. That's good. It's called our tapas, our heat, internal fire, starting to get a little warmer inside. Now inhale, let's draw the arms up, palms together, gazing at thumbs. Exhale, with the hands in prayer, softly bend the elbows and come to the same forward fold. Relax the hands to the mat or to your shins. Relax the head towards the knees. Inhale, lift halfway. You can come to your fingertips. You can bring your hands to your shins. Try to straighten your legs if possible. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor and walk or step your feet back to come to a high plank. So we're going to hold our high plank here for a moment. Again, another pose that we create strength with. Try rocking your heels front and back, keeping the same plank position. So we're not lifting and lowering the body. We're just rocking forward to the toes, rocking back to the heels. Try to keep your core and your torso in one line, like a plank. And then finding a happy center, exhale, let's chaturanga. You can always lower your knees or from your elbows, lower down slowly with control. Lift your chin forward. Inhale, come to cobra. Or if you like, you can take upward facing. Opening the heart, lifting the chest, gazing up. Exhale, curl over the toes, downward facing. Let's stay here 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. 4. Okay, 5. We're going to look forward. Pivot your left heel in towards the center line of your body and then step your right foot forward. You may need to help it with your right hand. Big step. From here, lift the chest and then inhale, come up to warrior 1. Arms up or long. You can interlace your thumbs so keep your fingers pointing up, or you can interlace all your fingers and just reach with your index fingers. Both arms straight, bend into the right knee, lift the chest and rib cage. Exhale to a warrior 2. We open out to the left. Look back for a moment to look at your left arm. Make sure it's not down, but parallel to the floor. Then we can look at the front arm. Towards the fingertips, sit the right knee down a little bit more. Stack your torso over your hips. Strong warrior. Exhale again, left arm down, right arm up. For reverse warrior, just like that side bend we did in the beginning. Exhale once more, right elbow down onto the knee. Open your left shoulder, left hip, and reach that left arm up and over the body. Fingertips extending, sitting strongly into that right knee. Relax your right hand, move your left shoulder back and down. Exhale, take both hands down to the floor. Take a moment here so you find your balance on your right foot. And we're going to bring our weight forward to that right foot. Lift the left leg up. Now you can keep both hands down on the mat. You can softly bend into your right knee. Or if you want to try, you can open your left hip and reach your left arm up. That's a little bit more challenging. You can always just stay with the fingertips down, left leg lifted. Find one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Bend the right knee. Plant that left foot far behind you. Slide the right foot back. Let's take that chaturanga again. From the knees or from the toes. Lower down with control. Take your time. No rush. Inhale. Upward facing. Exhale. Downward facing. Beautiful, guys. Stay here 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, calm and steady. 4, softly into the shoulders, breathe easily. 5, now right heel pivots in, so pull the right heel into the center line. Left foot, take it forward. So we gotta squeeze it into the torso as we step it forward. If it doesn't quite reach, grab it with your left hand. Take it all the way up to the top of your mat. Lift through halfway. So find your legs here. Strong legs. Inhale. Come up. Warrior one. Again, you can interlace your fingers, release just your index. Shoulders back and down. Sit strongly into that left leg. Back heel reaching back and away. Keep that back leg nice and strong. Beautiful, guys. Exhale. Open out to the right. Right arm reaches. Take a look at it. Make sure it's not coming down parallel to the floor. Left arm reaches. Look over left fingertips. Stack your torso over your hips and sink your hips down, bending into that left knee. Nice job. One more breath. Exhale. Right arm down, left arm up. Rotate through the side body, maybe gazing sky upward for your reverse. Exhale again. Left elbow down to the knee. Open the right hip, right rib cage. Reach the right arm up and over. And see if you can lower those hips once more. Extend through the body. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Taking the hands back down to the floor. Finding your foot. So your left foot is going to be where your weight goes. Step forward onto that left foot. Fingertips are on the mat. Right leg lifts up. So finding balance here, you can stay with your left knee soft. You can try to lock it in place, stacking your hip over your knee, knee over your ankle. And if you want to challenge, you can start to open up your right hip and reach your right arm up. So just looking down the whole time to keep your balance. Any variation of this pose is perfectly fine. Wherever you are, breathe steadily, stay connected with the sole of your left foot. Point your right toes. Exhale. Let's bring the right foot down, hands to the mat. Left foot's going to step back. And again, find your high plank. Exhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing. And breathe easy here. If you feel like you need a break, take Balasana. If you find yourself struggling, just give yourself a moment to deepen your inhale, to lengthen your exhale. And then exhale again. Everyone will bring the knees down. And this time we'll take a wide knee balasana. So separate your knees, big toes touch, hips to the heels, arms reach forward, chest or chin down or forehead down. Stay there. Breathe easy. So again, this one allows you a nice sense of openness, more in the groin, in the hips, in the inner thighs. If your back feels a little funky here, it's okay. Just allow your chest to relax towards the mat and your hips to relax towards the heels. And stay for a few more breaths. Really try to catch your breath here. So lengthen each inhale. Deepen it. Lengthen each exhale. Deepen your breath. Good girl, Zine. Good girl. You can mind your own business. She's okay, yeah. Good. And with the next inhale breath, let's slowly lift the chest. Look forward, shoulders back. Exhale, walk the hands in. And we're going to come into hero's pose. So, this might be tough. Yeah, Suma, I was going to say. Come into, if you have a hard time sitting like this, you can always sit cross-legged. But what we're going to do is another breath. It's called Kapalabhati breathing. And it's going to kind of finish this heat that we've been working on all morning. So hands are going to be on the knees, shoulders back. And if you're sitting cross-legged, it's the same idea. Lift the rib cage, hollow out the lower belly. So you want to feel expansion in the front body and a nice connection to your back muscles. So before we do anything, find that there. Kapalabhati breath, it's like blowing out the breath and pulling in through the abdomen. So it looks something like this. And you can do it through your mouth or through your nose. Either one is fine. So we'll do 3 rounds. Here we go. Inhale and begin. Full exhale out. Couple of rounds of just normal breathing, but keeping that shape in the spine, keeping that nice engagement in the arms, contraction in the abdomen, and then we'll go for the second round. Here we go. Inhale. Begin. Full release. Inhale slowly, couple of rounds of natural breathing. Relax the shoulders, adjust through your legs if you need to. Find one spot to gaze at. Keep your drishti connected. And preparing for the last round, we're going to try to go for a full minute on this one. Here we go. Inhale. Begin. Full exhale. Great job. Inhale slowly. Exhale again. Release the hands down to both sides of your body or slightly forward. Come forward. Let's tuck the toes under to release the toes. So if you were sitting in cross-legged, you can just come and join us in this position. So from the toes tucked under, we're going to try and balance on the toes. Now that we have that nice heat built up in the body, bring your weight back so that the heels move towards the earth. And you can keep your hands on the floor, fingertips down as you lift your chest and try to stack your shoulders over your hips. Your heels probably will not come down to the floor. That's pretty tough to do, but you're working to move them in that direction. From here, if you find your balance, you can bring one hand to prayer, maybe the other hand to prayer, pressing the heels towards each other, strong feet and ankles. Nice engagement in the lower belly as you lift the chest. One more breath. And exhale, let's release the hands down. Bring the knees down. This time we're going to cross the feet behind us. You're going to push yourself up using your arms and core. And then you're going to walk or slide your feet through until you can sit your butt down and extend the legs forward. Good. Yeah, sometimes the mat gets all caught up underneath us, especially on the grass. So from here, we're sitting in Dandasana position, hands on other sides of the hips. Again, drawing in through the belly, lifting up through the rib cage, shoulders back and down, feet flex, and you can just gaze down at your toes. Dandasana position is a nice straight line, 90-degree angle. If you're having a hard time, you can bring your hands behind you and help to push yourself forward. So you don't want to be rounding back, and you also don't want to be pushing yourself forward in that more acute angle. So allow yourself that nice straight line in the spine. As the shoulders move back, you can bring the chin down. And let's just take a moment here in Dandasana with all the muscles engaged, with just enough amount of effort into the posture. Find a sense of ease and release within. Notice the sounds around us, the breeze on our skin, through our hair, Any smells that come into your field of awareness? One more breath here. Try to keep the spine nice and tall. And then exhale. Let's try to lean forward, and maybe you can grab your shins or your ankles or your big toes or the sides of your feet. Find something that you can hold on to easily. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, fold into that space. So as you fold, you may find room to go a little deeper with your bind, or you may need to stay upright and just kind of keep the elbows soft. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold deeply. Go to your maximum wherever that is today. Remember, yoga is not necessarily something that we do to challenge each other. So we are challenging ourselves. Where is your deepest forward fold that you can hold with a sense of ease and comfort? Then you keep drawing in through the belly and lifting the rib cage. Notice what that feels like. What muscles need to be engaged in the back in order to come forward. The tailbone, the sacrum, is moving in a back direction so that you can move your torso in a forward direction. If you need to soften or bend your knees, that's fine. Good. Here, try to keep your legs together if you can. Yep. Good. Nice, Suma. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, release. Release the legs. Good job. Let's bend the right knee into towards the chest. We're going to do a seated twist. So you can just hug that right knee with both arms, and that could be a nice beginning of a twist. You can also hug it just with the left arm as the right arm comes behind you and look over your right shoulder. Last option, if you find you have a lot of opening, is you can actually lean back and bring that left shoulder on the outside of the knee. Bring the left hand to your right hip, and then from there, find your twist. So there's ways to deepen your posture. Good, very nice. Good job, guys. You can rest that left hand on your hip. Yeah, on your right hip. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, good. One more breath. Inhale deeply. Try not to lean too much into that back arm. Keep the fingers soft and the hands and elbow soft. And then exhale, release. Come back through to center. We're going to take the right hand inside towards that left foot. If you can't reach the foot, find your calf, your shin, your ankle, whatever you can reach for. And let's keep the left hand on the mat next to the left hip for support. Come forward as much as you can. Try not to let that knee open out deeply to the side, but keep it pressed right shoulder to right knee. Good, very nice. Inhale, reach. Exhale, so switch your arms, right hand to left foot. You got it. Yeah, or ankle, wherever you can find. Inhale, head up only. Exhale there. Let's release. Release the right leg, and let's take the other side. So now the left knee bends. Option one, simply hug the knee, lift the chest, stay nice and tall. Option two, wrap that elbow around the front of the knee, hand towards your thigh, left hand behind you, find your twist. Option three, lean back, bring the outside of that right shoulder on the outside of the left knee, and then let the hand rest on the hip as you find a rotation. Makes it a little bit deeper when you go this way. Now your right leg, even though it's not in this asana necessarily, it's still engaged. So your right toes are pointing up to the sky, right calf is pressing into the mat. Reach and rotate. Good, nice job, guys. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, find rotation in the body. Beautiful. And slowly release. Right arm, left arm. Come back to center. Shake out the legs. And now we're going to move into a bit of back bending. So reverse tabletop. Feet on the floor, hands behind you, about a foot behind your body. Inhale, let's lift the pelvis up and find yourself in a nice table. So once you're there, we drop the head back, and you want to keep even distribution of your weight. Don't sink your hips down. Allow them to lift and lengthen. Press into your hands and feet. Shoulder blades move away from each other. Open your throat. And exhale, gently come down. Gorgeous job. All right, let's flip around so that the top of the head is to the front and our feet are to the back, and we'll lay down onto the back. As soon as you lay down, you can plant your feet on the floor, bring your knees in towards each other, let your hands rest on your belly. Easy breathing. This is called constructive rest pose. So you want your knees to rest onto each other with your feet apart, and your hands can be at your belly or at your heart. Stay here for a few more breaths. Good. We're going to take Navasana, which is a little bit of a core strengthening pose. So we'll bring the knees into the chest to begin with, hug them in towards the body. And then we're going to extend the legs up like you're reaching them towards the sky, making that same Dandasana shape, but on our backs. From here, we're going to reach the arms forward and see if you can lift your torso without lowering your legs. So it's a different version of Navasana. You're reaching the arms, extending them kind of past your legs at a diagonal. Palms face each other, toes point. Exhale, lower your head down, bend your knees again. And now we're going to go a little bit more traditional. Roll yourself up to a seated position, but try to keep your feet off the floor. Yes, good. Inhale, lift your legs and arms to find Navasana. Nice job. Hold there. You can also do this with your legs bent. Good. Uncross your feet, Maher. Good. Feet together, Andrew. Yes. Uncross them, but just bring them together to touch. Yes. Good. 2, 3. Legs up a little bit more high. 4 and 5. Gently release. Come all the way back down to laying down supine position. And we'll do that one more time. Legs up first. So keep the butt down, keep the legs extending towards the sky, 90-degree angle. Arms forward, and just the torso lifts. Just the torso lifts. Shoulders back and down. Lift your head, lift your shoulders off the floor. Engage your core. Good. Slowly come down, cross your feet, and roll up. Uncross your feet. Find a sense of balance. You can keep your knees bent, or you can straighten your legs and point your toes. 1, legs up, lift your chest. 2, shoulders back. 3, keep that belly drawn in. Try again, Suma. 4, good job. 5, slowly release. Curl yourself all the way down. Bring the knees into the chest. Exhale deeply here. Nice job. Now we're going to bring the feet down to the floor for another back bend as you grab your heels or touch the backs of your feet. Inhale, lift up to bridge. Wriggle the shoulders under. Stay there for a few breaths. 1. Keep lifting the hips. 2, hips up, Suma. 3, good. 4, hips up. Press your arms down. Maybe you can grab your ankles. 5, nice job. Now we lower the hips and we do it 2 more times. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift up again. If you cannot grab your ankles, maybe you can interlace your hands and create a nice fist with your hands. Straighten your elbows. 1, hips up, strong legs. 2, deepening the back bend by lifting up through the pelvis. 3, 4, 5. Slowly release down. Exhale all the way out. And last one. Inhale, up and lift. Either grabbing your ankles or interlacing your fingers. Press up. Keep drawing in through the lower belly as you come up. Don't let the belly stick out. 1. Stay lifted. 2. Good job. 3. Up higher with those hips. 4. Belly drawn in. Nice job, guys. 5. Exhale, lower down. Bring the knees into the chest. Wiggle around a couple times. Maybe give your lower back a little massage by rocking side to side. Good. And lastly, we'll do a happy baby. So separate your knees hip width apart. Bring your arms inside the knees and grab the pinky edge toe sides of the feet. So you're grabbing your feet by the pinky toe side. And then inhale, lift the heels, make the shins perpendicular to the floor as you move the knees towards either sides of the body. Soles of the feet are facing the sky. The back is nice and flat. If you want to add some movement, some rocking, front and back, side to side, that's fine. You can try that. Otherwise, stillness always works. Good job, guys. Try to keep the back as flat as possible. Keep the head on the floor if you can. Tuck the chin under, create a lengthening in the back of the head. Soften yourself here. Don't fight with your body, but instead surrender to what you find. You must switch your grip so that your hand kind of comes on the pinky toe side. So yes, exactly. Good. And Javi, hold the outside. Instead of bringing your arms underneath your shins, take it on the outside of your shins. Look at Kendrick. You see? Yeah, that'll make it easier. Good. Very nice. Almost there. If you want a challenge, you can try straightening your legs, bringing your toes over the head towards the mat or towards the grass. Into like a modified halasana position. Good. And if you want to take halasana, you're welcome to do that too. That just brings your feet all the way back to the floor. The hips elevate and you can just come right into halasana. Let's stay there for a few more breaths wherever you are. Surrender to what you find. Try not to overdo it. When you feel ready, if you're in halasana, start to make your way back to your happy baby, Ananda Balasana. And then from happy baby, everyone gets to release. Release your whole body. If you want to take a full body stretch here, reaching the arms up, reaching the legs down. And then let's find Shavasana, our final resting pose, feet apart, arms apart, palms facing up. Let the toes flop out to the sides. Close your eyes if that feels good for you today. And let's take rest. If your breath is feeling a little bit labored, which is completely acceptable and normal, you can regulate it by coming back to that same resonant breath we found in the beginning of our practice. Slowing down the breathing helps to calm the mind and the nervous system. Giving their bodies a chance to regenerate, heal, rejuvenate. As we let go of tension and tightness anywhere in the body. Scan through from the top of the head to the toes. Allow yourself to be completely and utterly relaxed. Slowly and gently, we'll begin to bring awareness back to the body, back to this next round of breathing. back to the space that we are in, taking in the sounds, smells, and sensations all around us. As you feel ready to do so, you can begin to start to add very gentle movement to the body. Start by simply wiggling your toes and your fingers. Reawaken the body slowly. We start to reintroduce movement, coming back into a field of awareness. Let that movement spread to the hands, the feet, the ankles, the wrists, the legs, arms, shoulders, and hips. You can roll yourself into a tight little seed, bringing knees into chest, wrapping arms around legs, or you can take a full body stretch or both. See what your body wants here as you start to reawaken. And then perhaps rolling over onto your side, lingering there for a breath or two. And eventually, as you feel ready to do so, we'll make a way to a comfortable seated position facing our big tree behind me. And I invite you to remain with your eyes closed for the remainder of our practice today, allowing our attention to remain inward, connected. However your practice went, it's exactly how it was meant to. So find yourself a little bit of gratitude. We work on building strength, we work on building flexibility, but more so with our practice, we work on building awareness and intention so that each movement we make has a purpose. It's not random. Each breath we take is with intention. So as we find ourselves connecting to that inner wisdom, that inner guidance, just let yourself take in your surroundings. Notice as the breath automatically begins to become that resonant breath, that deep breath with sound. It's a natural way for us to naturally move into this breathing practice is by observing. And with the next exhale, we'll bring the palms together at the center of the heart, symbolizing that union of our bodies, our mind, our soul, or our spirit. And as we feel the palms pressing against each other, we once more soften the shoulders and jaw. We once more hollow out the belly, lift the rib cage, and find length through the back body. If you feel called to do so, you can join in with the sound to close or seal the benefits of our practice for ourselves and those around us. Inhale to begin. May we feel protected and safe. May we feel contented and pleased. May our physical bodies support us with health and strength. And may our lives unfold smoothly with ease. Namaste.